In this 4-part series, I'm going to be showing you how to create a button in your Zoho CRM that generates and sends a contract to customer out of Zoho Writer or Sign. In this video, we're going to be writing some code. Don't run away. We're going to be writing some code that will merge the information from a deal into a writer document and then send that to the client for a signature. In our last video, we created a button with a function, and in the previous video, we created a merge document. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need to watch the previous 2 videos, and then you're also going to need Zoho CRM and Zoho Writer. In our last video, we created this button here that says create contract delete. It has delete in the name because we're going to delete it after this video. So let's go ahead and click manage buttons. And we're actually going to go and edit that button here. We go edit. And as you can see, here's the function we created. Let's go and click edit and then edit function. And as you can see, there's nothing in this. It just returns. Return in this case just means, end the function. So I'm going to go to another tab I have open. This is why I said don't run away when you heard, oh, we're going to code. Here is an example code for the function we wrote. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste the whole thing in here. Right? Now I'm going to go up to the top and I'm going to explain this whole thing. So we say, hey, here's the deal. Then we get the Zoho Writer document ID. So in our first video, we created this merge document. So I'm actually going to copy this in the URL. It'll say writer.zoho.com/writer/open. And then this is the ID. So I'm going to just right click that and click copy. And then I'm going to paste that in here. Right? So before we get further into this code, if you don't want to write this, that's fine. Just shoot us an email, right? If you're watching this video, you should have our email. If you don't have our email, there will be some link in the description of this to just send us a thing. If you just shoot us a message, we'll send you this code. Like it's not that complicated. So then we go and we get the customer information and the company name. Now, if you remember from our first video, we have the customer name and then the company name. And as you can see, it's customer name and company name. And then we go down, we're going to name the contract. It's going to be contract-AGS. I just said AGS for some reason. There's no real reason there, but this is where you name the document. So then what we do is we merge and store the document, right? And it uses the information we just went over. So Zoho Writer document ID, the merge parameters, the output parameters, Zoho Writer document ID, merge parameters, output parameters. And this last one is called writer. And I will explain how you get there here. So in Zoho CRM, if you go to settings, on the bottom right-hand side, there's connections, right? And so you're going to want to click connections, and then it's going to bring you to a page. Page is going to look something like this. Yours may look blank. As you can see, we already have something called writer here, right? And if I click that, you'll see these are the scopes, right? To create a connection, you click add connection. In your case, you're going to go down to Zoho OAuth. You're going to click the scopes. You're going to name it whatever you want. And then there's going to be a pop-up that asks you to log in. Let's click cancel. In our case, we've already created one. So we're just going to click this and we're going to use the connection writer. So going back to our script, we use that. We then have a stored file. We then say, hey, who are the people who are getting it? Now, the first recipient in this case is me. It's Andrew at D3 Automation. Again, if you need this code, you could just email me. And the second recipient is the person in the contact. And then we go down and we say send for signature, right? We sign the document, right? And then we update the deal with a sent for signature field. And then we return, this has been sent. I'm the first person to sign the contract. So what are we going to do? So you're going to click save and execute. Deal ID, of course. Execute 67. So save and execute, and I'm actually going to go back to the deal we originally had. It's training for Zoho 1. And as you can see, it's for Cheyenne. I'm going to click here, I'm going to go to copy that ID of the deal up here, and I'm going to paste it in here, and I'm going to click save. Now the script is running, right? And what we should see is once this is finished, I will go to Zoho Writer and I'll show you that it got merged and that it's been sent to the client. So if I want, I can actually check the status of the Zoho sign right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Copy, paste. As you can see, it was sent to me first. And then once I finish signing, it will be sent to Cheyenne. If I go to Writer and I click refresh, you'll see that there will be a merged template, May 4th. And it merged in just fine. So then we're just going to click save and save. Now, if I want, I can click here and do create contract delete, and that will send a new contract. In our next video, we're going to be showing how to have it when a customer signs a contract, it updates this deal to let you know it's been signed.